Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel, Edmar King Angay. So, ngayong araw na to, ang vlog na ito ay para sa akin magiging masaya. So, parang isang challenge ito. I-challenge kong self ko guys na magsasalita ng English mula simula hanggang sa dulo ng vlog na ito. Yun yung magiging challenge guys. So, yung paksa ko o yung topic ko yung pangyayari sa kaninang umaga sa work. Kung ano man ang nangyayari kanina, yun yung magiging paksa ko ngayon. Pero yun yung twist, yun yung challenge sa akin. I-English ko siya, at least mapapractice ko yung English ko, tingnan ko kung meron pa. Tapos tingnan natin kung wala akong magiging dull moments o yung sinasabi nating ano ba yung tinatawag nun sa call center? Wala kang nakalimutan ko, ano ba yan? Basta hindi siya dull moments palagay ko ano ba yun? Nandiyan na kanina Okay guys, naalala ko na kung anong gusto kong sabihin. Yun pala yung oh my god, nakalimutan ko naman uli. Dead air. Tingnan natin kung walang dead air itong vlog na ito. Malamang meron kasi mag-i-English ako from start to finish. So, yun yung challenge, mag-i-English ako. And then, pasensya na guys, binabalaan ko na kayo na kung ano mang lumabas sa bibig ko at kung ano man ang mga pinagsasabi ko na walang ka-connect-connect, hayaan na natin kasi hindi ko i-edit ang video ito. Ito ay just for fun guys, kaya eto, nag-i-English na ako. So, hello everyone, I'm back and I'm on my English mode right now. So, I'm gonna share to you what happened earlier, what transpired during my day. So of course, to start with, I woke up around 5 in the morning, and so the moment I woke up, I made sure to prepare my food, and I first cooked rice, so I let the rice cook over there in the kitchen, and then I went to the bathroom to take a bath, of course, to prepare myself and then go on with my morning routine. After taking a bath, I went on with my morning routine by cleaning my face with the clarifiants that I told you before in my previous vlog. And then after putting that clarifiants, I put some cream on my face and then put some powder, and then I'm good to go. Well, after that, of course, I made sure as soon as the rice is cooked, of course, I tried to pack some rice over my box, the Tupperware box, okay, the container that I usually bring with me to work. And after that, I went off to work. Of course, I rode a tricycle, it's like a motorbike, but okay, it's a sidecar. So when I arrived at the office, I noticed that I had like 2 missed calls from the administrative head, which happens to be my friend actually. His name is Michael, and so I told him that I wasn't able to reply to that because I was riding the tricycle, and I actually did not hear my phone because normally when I travel, I put my phone on silent mode. And when I went into our office, one of my colleagues, Sir Edmund Neal, also told me that our boss called him to ask if I was around. and during that time I still wasn't around. So he actually relayed to me the message of my boss, saying that I should prepare myself because I was handpicked by her to go with her to attend a seminar. Attend a seminar. Imagine, I didn't even know beforehand that I'll be attending a seminar. So the seminar happens to be held at a different city, which is in Talisay City. So I went with her, but before that, one of our colleagues as well, in the name of Mr. Edmund Inventor, who was actually tasked to bring us, me and my boss, I and my boss, to the venue, he had to ask for a fuel. He had to ask for a fuel from our administrative head, and he was given instructions to go to their supplier to actually have it done. And while we were doing that, actually my boss was with us, and she was actually a little bit irritated because we went back and forth. We went there to the venue that was that was directed to us, and unfortunately the person who was the gasoline boy, did not have any idea about the conversation that transpired from Michael and his boss. So we went to another location to actually have our a little slip, that fuel slip that would allow us to actually get that fuel, and then we went back again to that place for us to have that gas filled our car. Okay, so cut to the chase. We finished that predicament, so we went to the venue, and we actually were thinking that we will be late for the said seminar. Actually, it's not a seminar, but it's a workshop, and to our surprise, it still was not starting. And supposedly the registration was from 9 to 9:30, and we arrived there about 9:45, and the registration was still ongoing, and a lot of seats were still vacant or empty. So lucky for us, we were not late, and we were just right on time. So the funny thing here is that, remember, I was just told that I will attend a seminar right there and then when I arrived at the office. So imagine, if I didn't know, have I known that I'll be attending a seminar, of course I would prepare myself. I would prepare how I look, I would prepare the clothes that I'm gonna wear. But luckily, since it was a Thursday, I normally wear something like this, so it's kind of a little smart casual. So what's funny about that is the workshop that I attended earlier. It was a workshop that I haven't attended before, and that workshop is already like the workshop number 3. So imagine, I didn't have any idea of what transpired during the workshops 1 and 2. So I had to make myself, I have to double time, Oh my god, that gesture is not good. I'm sorry, excuse me. Remember, I told you that this video is for fun, and whatever transpires here, whatever I actually say in this video, I will not edit it out. This should be a raw file. I may actually add music to this, or may add any sound effects, but I wouldn't cut it off. Okay, so this is raw, because because this is for fun. So I told you, if I don't have anything to say, just let me say anything let me say the things that I want to say, even though that it's not quite related to what I'm talking about. So there it goes. The workshop continued, and I was like, okay, I'm quite, I'm quite out of place, because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what would transpire, and I didn't know what would be the subject matter. But good thing, while we were on our way to the venue, my boss actually private messaged me, or sent to me through Facebook, the communication. So from that communication, I was able to get that idea of what would be the workshop, or what the workshop would be about, right? So, but of course, while the workshop was actually going on, I was like trying to read from the communication, and I was trying to like back read like everything they have done from the workshop 1 and workshop 2, because it's all about the projects of the city, so let me share to you guys, the workshop was about it's like a plan for the urban infrastructure of the Metro Iloilo and Metro Bacolod, and there are a lot of there were a lot of consultants there, and as well as different LGUs, or local government units, and these local government units are the cities that has something to do with that plan that these consultants are trying to make, and they're trying to as much as possible incorporate everything what these LGUs have as planned in their own respective cities, in order for them to come up with a Metro Bacolod, where it comprises the cities of Bacolod, Talisay, Silay, Murcia, and Bago. There were actually, for our city, we were like about 5 who attended. We were 5 participants. There was Miss Jong, Sir George, Miss Jean, Vice Mayor, and myself. But of course, on the duration of the workshop, it was Miss Jean, me, Sir George, and Miss Jong who really went through the workshop. So I was kind of not really nervous, but I was kind of apprehensive about what's going to happen, because during that time, when I read the program, there was a part there wherein everyone, or each one of us will be assigned to a different to a particular sector, where we would sit down and then try to brainstorm what projects we would like to put in and include for the implementation. And of course, since it's my first time, I didn't know what to contribute, but good thing is that my boss told every one of us to at least push for one main project, which is actually the ICT. The ICT part. I couldn't remember how they said that one, but let me just try to check it here in my notes. I'm pretty sure I will be able to remember that, because I wrote it here somewhere. Yeah. So my boss told each and every one of our team to at least push for this project, which is the integrated ICT solution for peace and order and public safety. So that's the one that we are trying to push. And favorably, in the sector that I was included, I was actually assigned to be in the institutional sector. And during that time when we were like brainstorming, there were a lot of projects already laid down, and we tried to analyze each of the projects, and we were able to come up with a resolution that most of the projects that were actually listed there does not really belong to institutional. It's somehow related to other sectors. So we actually tried to delete each and every one that doesn't belong there. And it gave us like nothing. So we really have to come up with something, because the instruction for us was to come up with at least 5. But you know what? We were just able to come up with 1. And what's the good thing about that? The one that we talked about with my boss, with our city, which I actually pushed through. Is that a right word? I mean, I tried to push it on to our group. Imagine that group. I'm the only one from Bacolod, and the other participants there for institutional were like, there were 3 from province, the provincial planning office, and then another was from the city planning of Bago, and the other one was the city from the city planning of Silay. And I was quite proud when I actually tried to like really push my idea. You know, I actually told the consultant that according to my boss, we would like to push this project, and I told them about that, and they were like amenable to it. They were amenable to the project that our city is trying to push. So when the time came where each of the sector tried to explain and to present to the body the projects, my boss even told me that we have the same priority, and that means that I was actually successful in pushing that to the group. So kudos to me, I think. But anyway, I think if not also because that kind of proposal or that kind of project is also one of the priority of the province. So that's the reason why we were able to come up with that one, and we agreed to that one particular project to be included in the list of the priority projects. And actually tomorrow will be the second day of our workshop, and tomorrow will be like bloody as hell, because of all those projects that we have come up earlier, we are going to trim it down. So there were like around 17 projects that we were able to compile earlier, and the speaker told us that tomorrow we will be divided into 3 groups, and it's not gonna be a sectoral group anymore. It will be a cluster group. So a cluster, I mean, they meant was a cluster will have all sectors. A cluster will have representatives from all sectors, and if I'm part of a cluster, there will be 6 projects that will be given to us for us to analyze and to rate. So as soon as we rate that one and then tally all our ratings with regards to the weights that we have decided on, the top 3 projects will be, you know, it will be they will call out the 3 projects, and from those 3 projects, those will be the priority projects that NEDA will actually put funds into. So actually the consultant said and told us not to the consultant said that we should be sport enough, you know. The value of sportsmanship is really important. for tomorrow's session. I mean, for tomorrow's workshop. And anyway, whatever it is, whatever plan or whatever priority projects that will be selected, it's okay for me. I mean, I will be happy because that's for the Metro Bacolod, and whatever that project is, I believe that's gonna help Bacolod one way or another, and that's for the benefit of not only of Bacolod but for the whole Metro Bacolod. When we say Metro Bacolod, that already includes Bacolod, Silay, Talisay, Murcia, and Bago. So it would actually here I go again with that actually filter. It would really help all those LGUs and also the secondary LGUs around these primary cities. So that was it. Actually, right after that, actually my my boss went out early, and she was just like texting me what was the update and if their report was actually okay, and I told her yes, it was okay. Actually, you should be proud because the sector that you were in is actually one of the sectors that has a lot of priority projects listed on for the group, not unlike ours that we only have one. Because that sector that my boss was a part of was actually I believe the social sector. And before I forget, actually one sector that was really grilled earlier was like the environment sector. Their priority projects that they listed were actually scrutinized and were changed, were updated, and a lot of like recommendations and suggestions were taken into account for them to like finally come up with the final and updated list of priority projects for their sector. So here's the funny thing, my boss wasn't there anymore, and my colleague who actually brought us there to the venue texted me that he actually texted me and asked me if I would go back to the office, or he would actually get my bag and just have it and hand it over to me, you know, in Rose Lawns. So I told him, you can actually I'll just wait for him at Banga Rose Lawn for my bag, because it would take much of my time to actually go back to the office. And good thing about that, Sir George was still there, and he has a car. So I actually I went with him, and I just went down there at Banga Pepsi, and actually it was just not me. Good thing he has a big car, because most of the consultants from Manila, from UP, also went with him because they don't have a car, obviously. And so Sir George actually offered a ride to them, because they're actually going to Go Hotels in order for them to check in. You know, they weren't able to check in at the venue at the Nature's I don't know, that's Nature's Park or Nature's Village. I think that's Nature's Village. They weren't able to check in there because it's already fully booked. How ironic was that, right? So I think this is where I'm gonna end my my vlog for today, and I think I'm actually very successful in speaking in English until the end of this vlog, and I wasn't able to like really talk a lot of things that are nonsense. So far, this vlog is successful for me. Why don't you comment down below if this vlog is successful, and if you can suggest or any comments, just put it down below. And please hit like and subscribe if you like this video. Please leave a like, and then if you're not subscribed, please subscribe as well. So that's it for now, and Thank you for watching.